Hi, my name's Tom. I'm a female-to-male transgender person. This is my first video, so it's, I guess, kind of an introduction. So yeah, I'm Tom. I'm 42 years old. I've been on T for about 5 months. Actually, it was 5 months yesterday. So, yeah, cool. I feel like I'm a little late getting to the game as far as, updates and stuff like that, because I am 5 months in. So, I must apologize for the noise. The bathroom is the one room that has the best lighting. So, and it might not seem like that, but really, my apartment's a cave. It is. It's a cave. So, anyway, yeah, so we have to deal with the noisy fan. Great, lovely. So, yeah, what can I say? 5 months on T, I'm Tom, I'm 42 years old, I live in Washington, Washington State. Changes on T, I feel like my voice is lower than it was. I'm not for sure about that, because you always feel you always sound different in your own head than you do to everybody else. So it's like, do I really sound different, or do I just think I do? I don't know. My therapist says that I sound a little different, and other people kind of notice, so maybe I do. It just doesn't really seem like it to me. So yeah, the voice thing. I don't know if you can see it. I do have facial hair starting to come in. Truthfully, I've had facial hair since my 20s. It started with just a little bit on the chin, and then it started to get more and more and more and more. But now it's creeping up into the sides, and I'm just starting to get that little bit of a stash right there, which is cool. But so no, it's growing faster, I think, and thicker than it was before, which is cool. I just noticed that I'm starting to get acne, which I never used to have a problem with before, but now apparently I do. So it's yeah, that's popping up all over the place. So yeah. The only other thing I've really noticed has been a little change in weight distribution in the chest area. This came as quite a surprise to me, so if anybody else one day notices that, one side of your chest is bigger than the other, or smaller than the other, you're not the only one, okay? That does happen to other people. It happened to me. It was not fun finding that out, because I'm somebody who's very much concerned with symmetry and balance and patterns and things like that. It's like I'm the person who will walk into a room, scan it without thinking about it, and notice if there are pictures crooked on the wall, or that the furniture's been moved because there are indents in the carpet, or breaks in pattern in the upholstery because of a loose thread or something like that. I notice those things. I might not feel a compulsive need to fix them, but I do notice them. And I keep noticing them as long as I'm in the room. So, having some kind of discrepancy like that has to do with my own body, if it's something in the room, you can leave the room and not be exposed to that and not have to worry about it anymore. When it's part of you, that doesn't work. So, yeah, I've had that. It's not fun, but, there are things that you can do to deal with it. And I'm sorry, my eyes are all over the place because I'm not entirely sure where to look. This is a new thing. So yeah, I did spend a couple of days where I had to stuff my bra. Yes, I have a bra. I don't bind. I have breathing issues. It makes me feel claustrophobic and like I'm going to die, so I don't do that. So, yeah. Where was I? Yes, even thinking about it makes me uneasy. So, yeah, there were a couple of days where I did have to stuff something in there to kind of prop up the smaller one so that it looked, from my perspective, looking down, like that, it looked even from my perspective. I didn't really care if anybody else noticed. I didn't care, if anybody else could see it. I had to know that I could look down at myself and be even, because I'm actually more neurotic about, those little discrepancies and things not being the same than I am about the fact that they're there in the first place. So yeah, that's my little thing. I do go through fluctuations with, the size of my chest. Every now and again I will notice, oh, gee, it's doing that again. It does even out a little, somewhat, not completely, but it does even out a bit after a while. And then one day I just notice, oh, it happened again. Great. Lovely. And then I have to deal with it, and honestly, I've gotten to the point where I don't have to freak out about it anymore. Most of that has to do with changing the way I actually think about my chest. I don't know if anybody else wants to try it or if it would work for you, but for me, every time I started to feel uneasy about that area of my body, I made myself say in my head, you have man boobs. You're a heavyset guy, and you have man boobs. And I would just say that over and over and over again every time I felt uneasy. And it started to sink in, and now that's just how I think of it. And I don't really worry about it anymore. It doesn't mean I don't notice when things happen. I do. It just means I don't get upset about it anymore. So that's my little spiel about that, which helps. I mean, with the whole non-binding thing, it does help, I find. So yeah, that's my little trick, and if anybody else wants to try it, by all means, let me know if it works for you. So yeah, there's that. And that's that. And I guess that's all I have to say right now. So I'm gonna sign off. Yeah, thanks for listening, and I guess I'll see you later. Bye.